think whey protein is just for bodybuilders? Yeah, that's what I used to believe too, until I actually understood what it does inside your body. And I'm not talking about bro science. I'm talking about real changes, backed by research, that affect way more than just muscle. Because here's the truth no one's telling you. Taking whey protein every single day can trigger a chain reaction of upgrades in your body. We're talking faster recovery, stronger immunity, healthier aging, better digestion, even lower blood pressure. Sounds like a miracle? It's not. It's just smart nutrition. And most people are using it all wrong. Some skip it because they think it's unnatural. Others worry about their kidneys. And many think it's only useful if you're bulking. But here's the kicker. Whether you're 20 or 60, training hard, or just trying to stay healthy, whey protein can help your body repair, preserve, and perform better. Every single day. You're about to see how this one habit can protect your muscles, control your hunger, and even support your immune system like a shield. But the benefits only come when you use it right. Right dose, right timing, right expectations. So before we dive into the 10 powerful changes that happen when you take whey protein daily, let's clear the air. Whey protein is not just for gym rats. It's food, it's functional, and if you've been ignoring it, you're leaving results on the table. Stick around, because one of these 10 changes might be exactly what your body's been missing. If this is already hitting close to home, hit that subscribe button, because what's coming next might just change the way you train forever. 1. Faster recovery after training. Let's start with what most people feel first, and what keeps them coming back. You smash a workout, you're pumped, but the next morning? Soreness, stiffness, and suddenly, that motivation starts slipping. Now imagine this. You wake up the day after a heavy session, and your body feels ready to go again. Not broken, not drained, just recovered. That's what whey protein can do when taken daily. It's loaded with fast-digesting amino acids, especially leucine, the MVP of muscle repair. Think of it like sending emergency responders to a crash site. Whey gets there fast, does the cleanup, and starts rebuilding right away. Instead of waiting 2 or 3 days to bounce back, your muscles start healing within hours. You recover quicker, which means you can train harder and more often without burning out. But here's where it gets deeper. Most people think soreness is just part of the game. They wear it like a badge of honor. But constant soreness means your recovery is falling behind, and that slows everything down. Whey protein helps flip that script. It doesn't just make you feel better. It helps your body stay in an anabolic muscle-preserving state, even after intense sessions. So, if you've ever felt like your progress stalls between workouts, this is your edge. Daily whey means faster repair, less breakdown, and more consistent results over time. And the best part? It works quietly, behind the scenes, while you sleep, work, or rest. But we're just getting warmed up here. 2. Stronger immune system and better protection. Here's something you probably didn't expect from whey. It's not just about muscles, it's also about defense. Whey protein is rich in powerful compounds like immunoglobulins and lactoferrin. Sounds technical, but here's what it means in real life. Your immune system gets backup, extra soldiers on the front line. These components help your body fight off viruses, bacteria, and inflammation. Especially if you're training hard, sleeping less, or going through stress, which, let's be honest, most of us are. And when you're low on protein, your immune system suffers first. Fewer antibodies, slower healing, more sick days. Daily whey flips that. You're giving your body consistent tools to stay resilient, not just from workouts, but from everything life throws at you. People talk about pre-workout, supplements, recovery stacks, but no one's talking about the immune power already built into whey. Think of it like adding armor to your daily routine. Silent protection every time you scoop. And the next benefit? It kills one of the biggest myths out there. 3. No, it doesn't hurt your kidneys. Let's clear this up once and for all. Whey protein does not damage your kidneys if you're healthy. This myth's been floating around for years. Somebody hears, too much protein hurts your kidneys, and suddenly whey is labeled dangerous. But here's the truth. If you have healthy kidneys, you can consume whey daily without any issues. There's zero scientific evidence showing that moderate whey intake harms kidney function in healthy people. So where did the myth come from? Mainly from confusion. Yes, people with existing kidney disease do need to watch protein intake, but that doesn't apply to the general population. In fact, for most people, especially active ones, more protein supports better health, not worse. And here's something wild. Avoiding whey out of fear might be hurting your progress way more than the protein ever could. So, if you've been holding back because of what your cousin's friend read online 5 years ago, it's time to let that go. Use whey smart. Stay hydrated. Keep your routine balanced. And stop giving energy to myths that don't serve your goals. And speaking of long-term goals, the next benefit might be the most underrated one on this list. 4. Preserving lean muscle as you age. Here's a fact that hits hard. After the age of 30, your body starts losing muscle. Slowly, quietly. By 40, it's noticeable. By 50, it speeds up. And by the time you're 60 or beyond, that loss isn't just about aesthetics, it's about your quality of life. Think about it. Less muscle means less strength. Everyday tasks get harder. Balance fades, injuries happen, independence slips away. But it doesn't have to be that way. Whey protein, taken daily, can slow this entire process down. Your body becomes less efficient at absorbing and using protein with age. So even if you're eating well, you might not be getting enough of what your muscles actually need to stay alive. Whey solves that. It delivers complete, fast-absorbing amino acids, especially leucine, which your body uses to trigger muscle repair and maintenance. It's like giving your muscles a daily dose of reinforcement. And no, this isn't just about staying fit. It's about staying capable, walking with confidence, carrying your own bags, avoiding hospital visits after a fall. 1 scoop a day can help you stay strong, not just for workouts, but for real life. Because the moment you start losing strength, you start losing freedom. And now that you see how whey protects your future, let's talk about how it can also help reshape your present. 5. Appetite control and support for fat loss. Here's a truth that surprises a lot of people. Whey protein doesn't just help you build, it helps you cut. If you've ever tried to lose weight and felt like hunger was your worst enemy, you're not alone. Constant cravings, snacking, the urge to raid the fridge at night. It's a battle. But here's where whey protein changes the game. When taken consistently, whey helps regulate key hunger hormones, like ghrelin, while increasing satiety hormones like GLP-1 and peptide YY. Translation? You stay full longer, cravings drop, energy stays steady. And get this, multiple studies show that protein-rich meals lead to reduced calorie intake later in the day, even without trying. So instead of forcing willpower 24/7, you're working with your biology, and that makes fat loss sustainable. A scoop of whey between meals or with breakfast can be the difference between staying on track or spiraling into snack mode. And no, this doesn't mean starving yourself. It means eating smarter, giving your body what it needs, so it stops screaming for more. Because hunger isn't just about food, it's about nutrient signals. Next up, let's talk about a practical win that makes whey almost too easy to ignore. 6. Hitting your daily protein. Goal just got easier. Let's be honest, most people struggle to hit their daily protein needs, whether it's time, appetite, or just not wanting to cook again. Protein often gets left behind. But here's the thing. If you're not consistently hitting your protein target, you're leaving gains, recovery, and fat loss results on the table. That's where whey protein steps in as your secret weapon. One scoop? Boom! 20 to 25 grams of high-quality, complete protein in less than a minute. No prep, no cleanup, no excuses. And it's not about replacing food. It's about supporting your nutrition when life gets hectic. Running late for work? Blend it with a banana and almond butter. Not hungry after training? Sip it cold and let your muscles soak it up. Whey helps close the gap between what your body needs and what your schedule allows. And when you make it part of your daily routine, everything changes. Better recovery, better strength, better body composition, without the mental gymnastics of constantly asking, "Did I get enough protein today?" Bottom line, if you're serious about results, consistency matters. And whey makes consistency easy. Now, what if I told you this convenience sometimes comes with a catch? Because for some people, whey can cause discomfort. But there's a fix for that. 7. Digestive discomfort? Here's what to do. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Not everyone feels amazing after drinking whey. Some people get bloated, others feel gassy. And then there's the dreaded bathroom rush. But here's the key. It's not the whey itself. It's usually the lactose found in some forms of whey protein. If you're even mildly lactose intolerant, standard whey concentrate can trigger some unwanted side effects. But that doesn't mean you have to ditch whey completely. There are two simple upgrades: whey isolate, which is filtered to remove most of the lactose, and whey hydrolysate, which is pre-digested for faster, gentler absorption. Both are ideal for sensitive stomachs. No bloat, no discomfort, just clean protein doing its job. So if you've had a bad experience with whey before, don't write it off. You probably just need a different version. And here's a pro tip. Mix it with water or almond milk. Drink it slowly, and give your body time to adjust if it's new to your routine. Because once you get the form right, the benefits kick in fast, without the side effects. And now that your gut's in check, let's look at how whey can help support something way bigger: your heart health. 8. Better heart health and blood pressure support. Wait, whey protein and heart health? Yep. This one's seriously underrated. Most people only associate whey with muscles, but dig into the research and you'll find something powerful. Whey contains bioactive peptides, natural compounds that can support healthy blood pressure levels. These peptides work by promoting vasodilation, which simply means helping your blood vessels relax and widen. That leads to smoother blood flow and, over time, can reduce strain on your cardiovascular system. One study even showed that consistent whey intake led to noticeable drops in systolic blood pressure in adults with mild hypertension. That's not a marketing claim, that's clinical data. And here's why this matters. If you're training hard, lifting heavy, or dealing with daily stress, your heart is working overtime. Adding whey to your routine can be a small but meaningful way to support that effort. Not just in the gym, but for your long-term health. So no, whey isn't just for the aesthetic crowd. It's functional. It's protective. It's part of a full-body strategy. And we're not done yet, because what whey does inside your cells might be even more impressive. 9. Antioxidant, power and cellular protection. Here's a benefit that doesn't get nearly enough spotlight. Whey protein can help fight cellular aging. We're talking about oxidative stress, the invisible wear and tear that builds up in your body over time. From intense training, pollution, stress, poor sleep, it all adds up. And when your body can't neutralize that damage, you feel it. In your skin, energy levels, recovery, even your immune system. But guess what? Whey contains key amino acids, especially cysteine, that help your body produce more glutathione. Glutathione is often called the master antioxidant. It's your body's internal defense system, the cleanup crew that protects your cells from damage and inflammation. And most people have no idea that whey protein is one of the best dietary sources to boost it naturally. That means less cellular stress, better aging, improved immune response, and more resilience overall. And we're not talking about popping mystery pills or exotic supplements. Just 1 scoop a day of something you're already using for performance, now doubling as internal armor. Because what's the point of building a strong body if it's breaking down from the inside? And speaking of staying strong, the next benefit? It's a game changer for a group that often gets overlooked. 10. Extra support for seniors and recovery. Let's talk about a group that doesn't get nearly enough attention in the fitness world: older adults and people recovering from illness or injury. You don't need to be hitting PRs in the gym to need protein. Sometimes you just need strength to get out of bed, to walk across the room, to stay independent. And this is where whey becomes so much more than a supplement. It becomes a lifeline. Whey protein is easy to digest, fast to absorb, and packed with complete amino acids, which makes it perfect for anyone with low appetite, difficulty chewing, or limited mobility. After surgery, illness, or even during long recovery periods, the body demands protein to heal, rebuild tissue, and prevent muscle wasting. And the scary part? Muscle loss during these times can be rapid and hard to reverse if you don't act fast. That's why daily whey can make all the difference. It gives the body what it needs, when it needs it most, with zero prep, zero chewing, and maximum bioavailability. We spend so much time talking about performance, but sometimes the real victory is staying strong enough to live well. So whether it's for aging parents, someone recovering, or your own future self, never underestimate what 1 scoop a day can do. And now that you've seen the full picture, let's bring it all together. Breaking the myths, for real this time. Let's put the last nail in the coffin of whey protein myths. The truth is, whey has been misunderstood for years, mostly because of half-truths, outdated info, and flat-out gym bro nonsense. Here's what whey isn't. It's not a steroid. It's not a shortcut. It's not only for bodybuilders. And it definitely doesn't destroy your kidneys if you're healthy. Whey protein is literally made from milk. It's a food, not some chemical compound brewed in a lab. And when used correctly, it becomes one of the most researched, safe, and effective tools for nutrition on the planet. So if someone's still stuck in the old mindset, thinking whey will bulk them up or ruin their body, they're just missing out. The only thing whey does is support what your body is already trying to do: build, repair, protect, and stay strong. So forget the noise. Focus on the science. And let whey work for you, not against your old beliefs. Now, ready to use it like a pro? How to use whey the right way. Now that you know what whey can do, let's make sure you're actually using it the right way. Because here's the deal. Whey works best when it becomes part of your routine, not just something you remember to take once in a while. So here's what to focus on. When should you take it? The classic move is right after training, and that works great. But whey is also powerful in the morning, especially if you skip breakfast or go too long without eating. It also works between meals, when hunger hits, but you don't want to wreck your diet. And for older adults, before bed can support overnight recovery. How much should you take? Most people do well with 20 to 25 grams per serving, roughly 1 scoop. If you're bigger, more active, or struggling to hit your daily target, 2 scoops can work too. What should you mix it with? Water, fastest absorption. Milk, creamier texture and a bit more calories. Blended with fruit, quick meal replacement. And remember, whey is a tool, not a crutch. Use it to fill the gaps, not to replace real food entirely. Make it simple. Make it consistent. Because when you use whey with intention, that's when the real transformation begins. So now you've seen it. 10 powerful changes that can happen in your body when you take whey protein every day. Faster recovery, stronger immunity, better appetite control, support for your heart, your muscles, your mind, and even your future. And here's the real takeaway. Whey protein isn't some trendy fitness hack. It's a foundational tool, one of the simplest, safest, and smartest ways to take care of your body from the inside out. It's not just for athletes, not just for the young, not just for those chasing aesthetics. It's for anyone who wants to move better, feel better, age better, and live stronger, longer. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to start. 1 scoop, every day. Consistency over chaos. What's the one thing you're changing in your training after this? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If this video gave you at least one aha moment, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's keep building this together. Turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. Trust me, we're just getting started.